kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job. Coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option. Finds a little space. Oh, he's got some space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Power football with the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the back. And the Gamecocks get enough for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. They go to the ground. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be a run on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Aguilar. Quickly complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteer. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the ball's headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
On the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going to run it. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Jefferson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. First play of the period, first down here. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just the kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Volunteers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Tennessee, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Tennessee.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's complete on the right side. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll leave it with him. Showing off the arm. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Skips away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Past the 40. And he's brought down after a nice game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
When you see them there taking the shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling them up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle them up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and goal, you can't hear. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Fitted in the window for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
South Carolina, 28. Tennessee, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bishop. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Aguilar. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
The Vols need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Hands it off. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll heave it deep. He's got it at the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The RPO fired complete to the left. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
He's out of bounds.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time,
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Tennessee, 14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Gaines. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Vols racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
South Carolina.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Bennett. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Brought down.
That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jacobs. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good timing on the quick out. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
All Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Trying play action. He's got him this time. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
41, Tennessee, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. Wide open spaces. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Got it in the middle, it's Staley. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Throw for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Moving away from pressure. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll run the option. And he'll pick up run. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run.
He's loose. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's...
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Uh-oh, it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
47, Tennessee, 14.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Vols trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up to throw. The quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to bowl his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going for the goal line. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. To the air, it's Aguilar. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Easy. They'll move the tight end. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Tennessee, 20.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter.
To the wideout. Pickup of 11. First down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, South Carolina 47, Tennessee 20.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Gets the back moving. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, South Carolina! The defense putting points on the board.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll run play action. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try.
South Carolina, 59. Tennessee, 20.
opening play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Aguilar. Flips it out to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Quarterback making checks. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Volunteers are marching down the field. Going up top again. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The pull and throw off the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Aguilar. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Caught over the middle. It's Staley. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Why not double the try total and go for 2?
Ringo, get set.
Looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2. They're still down huge, but just working on execution. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. QB got it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gage. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Vols will hustle to the line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Off the RPO. Fire right. Trying to convert. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw again. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. He'll take it himself. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout,
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Set to kick off.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. The throw to the outside is complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots and keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He caught it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this.
He's got it, first down and more. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, this has disaster written all over it, and down he goes. A huge loss. I mean, that single play can flip the field. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.